Hello and welcome back. Today we're talking about Suicide Squad's Kill the Justice League. I mean, I don't have to say that. I think you're seeing it. But there are going to be spoilers for Batman Arkham and maybe the beginning of this game just a little bit, but you've seen it in the trailers. If you watch them, we're going to be watching some of the trailers and breakdowns and things that they've already revealed. We want to reveal right now and get into exactly what to expect when it comes to story. And this is not going to be heavy duty spoilers, by the way, but I did want to get into it because there's a lot of talk and a lot of funny conversations out there. And I want to clear up what I feel I know and love and appreciate so far from the devs. All right. So, a director named Darius Sade, I'm going to call him Darius Sade, he said, it's easily our biggest game in terms of story. It's still full of DNA that fuses the Batman Arkham series. Those foundations of the story and character are absolutely central to our process. The reason I want to start with that is because, there's a lot of questions. Why isn't this a Batman game? I mean, it isn't. It's a looter shooter, and Batman would never shoot. And he probably don't ever loot either. He's too rich for that. So for me, I completely dismiss the mentality of it has to be a Batman game made by RockSteady. I love them. They made the greatest series, one of the greatest series of all time when it comes to comic book hero video games. But they decided to do something different. They went on the looter shooter world. And that has nothing to do with Batman. It would have been a bad Batman game. If you told me Batman was going to shoot people and kill people, I would be very upset because Batman is not that guy. And so this game had to be something different. So I accepted that once I realized they wanted to make a looter shooter game. And so now the open mind begins and we can talk about the story and the experience and say, okay, what will this be? Because I'm questioning if it's going to be good or not. Well, it is going to be good. The reason I know is because I played the game myself, and I played not all of it, guys. I played a closed beta, had multiple missions. Believe it was 3 or 4, maybe 5. I don't know. Missions. Got through some Batman stuff, story stuff. I got through some Flash stuff, and I'm not going to go further than that because those guys are revealed already, so there's nothing spoiling it. But it was very amazing the stuff I did experience. I said, wow, this is actually very good. And I cannot wait to do my Let's Play of the full game and see how I feel after. Don't want to go on the internet and listen to people complain that it isn't Batman. That's not going to help me enjoy myself. And it's not going to help anybody anyways. So personally, I'm absolutely excited to see what could this thing be. And, they're going to be giving us these characters that are just goofballs, in my opinion. It's not very serious when it comes to the tone. They're a mess. I mean, you look at Harley Quinn, she's always joking. You can cut off her arm and she's going to have a joke for you, And then you have Shark, who's always hilarious. And then Boomerang's, one of those guys, he just has the accent and a certain little way to him. And you got to always have somebody serious with Mr. Dead in there. And so the reason I'm bringing all that up is because who knows what this could be and how this can go when it comes to the story. Do I need a masterpiece, greatest game of all time? Probably not. I actually don't consider, even the Batman Arkham games, and this is where I'm going to lose a lot of you. I don't consider those the greatest plots in society. I consider the games one of the greatest. I believe that they are one of the greatest series. If you had to make a list, got to have it up there. Top 10, maybe top 20. If you're a hater, the top 20, but it's definitely one of the greatest. The great trilogy by RockSteady. But I can't say, oh, that story was it was better than The Last of Us. It's better than the God of War 2018. Oh, it's better than. I just don't feel that way story wise. The full experience is still amazing. And it's a hero game, so it's very difficult to be like, oh, this is the greatest thing we've ever played story wise. So I think this game tells us, hey man, it's okay, dude. We're not gonna make you cry and call your mom after this game. We want to make you laugh, you know, maybe a tear or two here and there if possible. We want to make you feel nostalgia for all of the heroes and villains showing up somewhere in here. We want to make you, you know, get excited, suspenseful, have some experiences, but it's not going to be this big, powerful, emotional roller coaster of a game. So have fun. Just have fun. And it's a video game. And plus, it's a looter shooter. I never met a looter shooter that was the most impactful story-wise. So I'm not here to defend if the story's going to be great, but I'm also not here going to trash it, saying it's going to be a bad story. RockSteady knows how to make a great game. Overall, the Arkham trilogy is some of the most phenomenal experiences I had. Somebody who plays games for a living, I have to say, you know, they did an amazing job, in my opinion. And so this game feels really good. And if the developers are daring to say this is their biggest story-wise game that they've ever had, that's huge. And so we'll see how it goes. I know I felt really good about seeing a lot of the characters I know and love or hate, like this guy right here. But I had a blast, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait for this story. And it's funny because I actually playing this to hang out with my buddy Cloudy, mostly. That's my main reason. But honestly speaking, the story made me say, I want to play this solo. I want to go through the whole experience just to see what happens, and then do a let's play like that, and then play co-op with my friends and family. And so I give them credit for being able to hit the switch and make me say, wait a minute, you know what? I do want to play this solo, which I didn't think that at first. So anyway, those are some of my thoughts on what I think is possible with this story. Remember, I only played the first couple chapters, and this was like beta last year. So I don't have the full rundown on what is this game really going to offer. But I'm very excited and interested, and we did do a breakdown on some of my gameplay experience, on what you can expect as just a generalization, and so much more. And you can go check that out right now. It should be popping up on the screen. Thank y'all for tuning in. See you there.